10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I almost missed it. I almost missed it there for a second. But anyway, I was sitting there talking because I see my tip of TB buddies out there, and like had to check on Scout the dog, make sure he's good to go, make sure they're feeding him enough Cheetos.
Got enough Cheetos.
Yeah, Cheetos. Cheetos take care of a dog. Dogs love Cheetos.
Right, right.
So, yeah, you just went off on your own little thing yesterday. Y'all did y'all's thing, all right. And I was sitting there last night, and Donny's getting ready to do a show, and I'm like, I'm gonna vegetate, and I figure I'd listen to Rob later on. I didn't get the memo about Rob not doing a show.
Oh,
I was like, okay.
Yes.
Now I'm bored. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, Rob does his yearly fantasy football thing, with his friends. This is a annual get together.
Yeah, I guess,
so
I don't know about them, but because I drafted a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what they're doing, but I drafted a couple of weeks ago. So.
They're slow. They're slow. That's all I can say.
Well,
they're getting old. They're slow.
It's Michigan. I understand. You got to have a little help,
Right.
But
And yes, well, Krista and I went to Emmaus, but unfortunately, Krista, not long after she got there, she started not feeling well. And so she had to leave. And she's not feeling well. Then I heard that her daughter wasn't feeling well. And I'm like, I am not going over there.
No. I mean,
so I ended up driving all the way over there and having to drive all the way back home last night. And so I'm a little bit exhausted. I mean, I've had enough sleep now, but I was exhausted. That's enough.
I
bet. Yeah, I saw enough deer to fill, I don't know, a few hundred freezers.
Well, heck, just tell Ted Nugent, he'll go take care of that real quick.
So my drive became even slower, because you're driving home, good thing is that it was a full moon last night. If anybody didn't notice, it was a full moon last night. So I had lots of light out there, and that was, definitely a blessing.
I think, who was it? I saw a thing earlier today. Everybody, if you don't have overcast skies, I guess we're going to have a blood moon tonight, from tonight and into tomorrow. And supposedly it's going to be able to be viewed by over 8 million people.
Yeah, I'm going to go check it out because it's going to be like one of the biggest moon. They call it the corn moon.
Yeah.
Native Americans call it the corn moon. And it's going to be so big that it's going to look like you can reach out and touch it in some spots.
Yep.
So, hey, if you're out there tonight, make sure you look up.
Oh, yeah. I'm just hoping, I guess, I think, I guess I got a little bit of sunshine out coming in now, but this morning and most of the day.
I got a little bit, yeah.
Every time something like this happens, the say meteor showers, the blood moons, the lunar eclipses and stuff, it's overcast. Every single time. We barely made the solar eclipse last year. I mean, literally, clouds parted just enough for us to experience
it. Yeah, I can understand that. I stood out in the parking lot at work. But we had the perfect view. I mean, people were coming in from all over the country in my area to watch it.
We were too.
So, even our parking lot was full. Everything was full, everywhere around it. And it was spectacular.
I'm telling you, that's the first time I ever experienced real total. You know what I mean? and it dropped 15 to 20 degrees,
It did.
and all the street lights came on. And they said, "Oh, well, don't look at it." I said, "Well, yeah, you don't look at it, but hell, you're looking straight up. You don't need the sunglasses, the little glasses things during that bit of total. You can look right at it, no problem."
Yeah. I had the glasses, but I was taking pictures of it, and
Yeah.
I put the glasses over my camera lens,
We did too.
and got great pictures.
Yeah, it was cool. I got a
Yep.
couple of pictures of it with the clouds going across it, at about a 3/4 coverage at that point, so you could see the sliver, and then the cloud was like kind of fingered in front of it. You're like, "Wait, that's kind
Yeah.
of cool." That's the stuff they
Yeah,
use in
but
werewolf movies.
but tonight I guess it's going to be like one of those it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
So don't wait till it gets way up in the sky. Watch it
100%.
when it first starts coming up and getting dark, and then watch it from there because it's going to be absolutely spectacular. Last night it was so beautiful. We had partly cloudy skies, so it looked really spooky.
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
bet. A
that's
little bit
awesome
of
for
waft of
September.
clouds going across it. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt
Oh,
every
yeah.
bit of Halloween last night, and then we dropped into the 50s last night. So I was like, okay, great. I didn't get to investigate last night at
Oh, you
all.
didn't?
No. Well,
Well, what kind of
probably for
crap is
about a half
that?
hour. About a half hour, but that's all
What
I
the
could do because I had to
what
turn
kind
around and drive all the way back home.
Oh, what did
And
y'all have some sort of event or something? Is that what it was?
yeah, we had an event last night, and um, it was a smaller one. And we expected a smaller one. Hey, because guess
Yeah.
what? We're less than 2 weeks out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're 2
People
weeks
better be
out from the
saving their money.
conference.
Saving their
Everybody's
money,
saving their money. Yes.
Because, I mean, here, we'll just go ahead and do that right there. We want to pay those bills right now.
All right. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the Crossing Realms Conference in Richmond, Missouri on the 19th and 20th of September. We have a lot of speakers. We have vendors. We have, oh my gosh, we have a psychic gallery reading with Mary Lynn Bass that's going to be
Mhm.
there. This is going to be a great time, great friends. Everybody feels like family while we're there. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just, it's come on. It's time to network. It's time to communicate. It's time to make friends. And
Completely.
also, don't forget that Thursday night, for all of our ticket holders, vendors, and special guests, we are holding a social evening,
Shindig.
a shindig with, of course, I'm sure there'll be lots of singing, dancing, and camaraderie. There we go.
I wouldn't think there'd be any challenges going on anywhere, would there?
Oh, I don't know. I
may have
don't know.
I may be texting in going, "You ain't got a hair on your..." But yeah, I mean, it's one of the ones I wish I was going to for sure, obviously.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's just
Yeah,
not in
well,
the cards.
Well,
So,
I did get a few questions, and everybody's like, well, that's, you guys are going to be exhausted, that, you won't be able to go out and have fun and da da. And I'm like, we don't have to do anything till Thursday or Friday afternoon.
yeah, you got
I
plenty
got,
of sleeping time that
I
Friday
got
morning.
plenty of sleeping time to get, to get ready to, for Friday evening. That's not a big
Don't,
deal.
don't
And
you
we
think
can't, right.
that wasn't the
And we
plan?
can't do an after party because our after party is the ghost hunt, which is sold out.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm like, oh, well, I don't know really what to say here, except
Yeah.
we're going to do it beforehand. I think this is going to be a new thing.
Yeah,
We'll do
I think
everything
so.
beforehand.
We had I hate to say it like this. I mean, I don't want to call anybody else out, but we had another conference in Texas that we went to. I'll let you guess at that one. And we were there, and we were getting ready to do the meet and greet thing. Then, well, you had to buy the meet and greet thing. Well, you didn't tell us anywhere to do that. And we're sitting there thinking, like, we're going to go have some pizza with you guys. Okay, you know what? Y'all go have fun. We're going to the bar. See you later. Have a nice
Right.
life.
Right. But we do have tickets available for the meet and greet part one,
Yep.
of the conference, whatever you want to call it. It's all available on Eventbrite. Go under Crossing Realms Conference.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fairground full of spots available for vendors. If you know anybody that would like to come, hey, we don't care what you sell as long as it's age appropriate. That's all ages,
Yeah.
PG. PG is maximum.
Guess what we won't do? We won't try to cut into your profits.
No, absolutely not. We don't want that either.
No, that's just a bunch of trouble.
It's because we're doing it for fun. We're absolutely
exactly.
doing this for fun. This is not a profitable event by any means. Trust me. As much money as going out, breaking even is going to be a great point. And that's all we're looking to do is to break even, have a good time, and make a place where people can come together and talk about all kinds of weird stuff and, and have a good time.
Tell your stories too. You'll have times to tell your stories to people.
Yes.
All over the place. So if you got stories to tell, grab Tex. Tex will listen to anything, okay? Just grab Tex. He'll be all right.
Right. And hey, and don't forget, if you've got evidence and stuff like that, listen. Randy and I are on Paranormal Show and Tell. We're on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central on the Blondes and Boos channel. You never know. It might be just weird enough if you've got the evidence is that we're going to put your story up there with you and we're going to talk all about it and see what everybody thinks about it. I mean, it's a great way to get your evidence out there.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Great way. So,
100%.
we are looking for personal encounter stories with evidence. That's what we're looking for. Because we love that stuff. We love it.
I tend to like it a lot better than what I'm finding most of the time nowadays anyway.
I'm hating this TikTok stuff. I'm sincerely hating the TikTok stuff.
It's not evidence anymore once it hits TikTok.
It is not. It's somebody else's evidence that somebody's got their face all over in this TikTok going, ooh, wow. And it's like, it's not like that. Show me the evidence and let me see, what we're talking about and let me decide. And they're not doing that. So that's what Randy and I do here. And that's what Randy, Donny, and myself do on Wednesday nights. We're going to throw everything out there and see what you think.
Yeah, 100%. Because
there's no right or wrong answers.
Yeah, no answer is 100% accurate in any of it. Unless you're looking at some of the stuff I've been looking at the last day or two.
Unless you're doing Red Circle Sunday.
Yeah, now that, it's not even a full-blown Red Circle Sunday. I don't have red circles on everything, but there's a good amount. There's a good amount. So, but like I said, there's some things that are going to be interesting to say the least. But anyway, I digress because we're going to start off. This is the problem with dealing with Facebook because I never know what I'm really looking at for the most part. Because it's
hold on a second. It was Moon says what's weird is Brandi said Brandi and I are on. No, it's Randy, and I'm a little plugged up. I'm sorry, it's harvest season around here, and it may have sounded like Brandi, but it is Randy.
If you guys heard me last week, I just now got over the stuff. So I mean, I'm still
choking up, but I'm sorry if you misunderstood me. I'm sorry, Moon.
I'm beginning to wonder: is it like when we get older, do we develop these stupid allergies in the middle of nowhere that literally somebody looks at us funny and we've got an allergy?
Hey, I like hanging out in the haunted, abandoned buildings. I mean, I'm bound
you ain't got black
this.
lung by now.
Right. You never know what's in the ceiling, folks.
It's like I told I've got a buddy that does a lot of reading, and I go back and forth. He's an ultra runner, and I used to actually administer a ultra run in this area where I set up a course, and they'd run for 8 hours. They literally run around this course I'd set up for 8 hours. Not only did I tell them they were nuts, but I have serious questioning about me sitting there watching them run for 8 hours. But anyway,
right.
He's an actual professor at Murray University, and he's a great guy. He just started reading a bunch of Stephen King's. He just did the entire Gunslinger series in the last couple of months. And I'm looking at him and say, "Oh, that one's good. I'm telling you, go this one, this." And I told him the order which he needed to read because he didn't even know what order to read them in, really. So I'm like, "Okay, go like this," and sure enough, and then he picked up Misery.
Yeah.
He said, I could only get about 3 chapters in, and I had to stop for a while. I said, it gets you pretty quick. It does. I mean, and some of his stuff is really slow that you have to get past that first 3 chapters, and then you get grabbed.
Yeah, and then it's like an explosion. And then
Bag of Bones was like that.
Yeah. Well,
Bag of
anyway,
bones did that for you. So anyway,
I have got my hat ready.
well, yeah, I'm gonna go and put it on right now. Sorry, I digress. She's trying to keep me on point. Y'all see that, right?
All right, here we go. Everybody,
Okay.
just get ready. Just put them on. Put your
Yeah,
hat
because
on.
this is okay, but this photo was taken in my friend's garden back a few years ago. She thinks it looks like her dad. And with this, we're gonna have a picture of her dad with his dog. Okay. Now, this is the picture, the original picture. Of course, this is not 100% original because what this is, it was a screenshot. Okay. And I cropped it down to get rid of the stuff on top and the stuff on bottom from an actual phone screenshot. Okay.
Yes.
Instead of just putting the picture up there, they put a screenshot of the picture. But anyway, so as you're looking, obviously,
like, what is that?
yeah, something's back there by the trampoline or whatever that is back there, and the little girl's
Yeah.
playhouse. So now, I don't think it's motion blur because he's pretty clear. So, but what do you make of that?
Well, what it looks like to me, if you would hold it still,
What?
I'm a few seconds behind on my screen.
What? What's the matter? Who? What?
I'm a few seconds behind on my screen, so
Okay.
when you're moving around, I'm trying to look at it.
Oh, you want me to do that again so you can try and keep up again?
No. I mean, it does. It does straight up look like a person back there,
Yep.
wearing some type of suit and a hat.
Yeah, that's kind of what I see, or at least an overcoat of some sort.
Yeah, some sort. It might be a work jacket or something.
Yeah. But here's my issue with it, and I'm just going to throw this out here right now. Look down this line right here.
Yeah, I was going to point out there is a definite blur line right there.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, that's kind of strange.
Yeah, because, it looks like it has been overlaid on there. Honestly, it looks like it was pasted on. But they also
it doesn't resemble a shadow.
No. This was the zoom in. I didn't crop this one because I wanted everybody to see that. This is what I have to deal with here, guys. Okay. Okay. So they zoom in there, but I'm gonna zoom back in where we were at, just so because we could see it better on this one than we could on the other one.
Right. Right.
Now, I do believe it's an overlay. I believe somebody used a transparency and just kind of put it on this because I never could find the actual picture. All it was just these screenshots. That's red flag number one right off the bat. If it's just screenshot, I got issues. I got issues all over that place.
Yeah. Why would you use the screenshot if you have the original?
Yeah, Cool Hand's right. Not to mention, it looks kind of short. Looks kind of short compared to the playhouse there. Unless they think they want to kind of make it look like it's further back. But then again, we don't know if apparitions adhere to their normal physical stature or what. I don't know.
Right. Well, there is this, and I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here.
Okay.
It is a screenshot.
Yeah.
So what if the person doing the screenshot hand was a little bit unsteady and created that kind of slight blur?
Well, it wasn't a picture of a picture. It was an actual screenshot like you do on your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but sometimes your hand's not steady and you can see on my phone, I can swipe with my hand.
Yeah.
And get that screenshot. But if you're not careful, you're swiping half the picture away as you're doing it and you don't get quite, your screen will still move as you're taking the swipe.
Okay.
So
I don't guess I've ever had that happen.
Android users, sometimes this happens, especially if you have the swiping motion, which to me, that's a lot easier than pushing this button to take that snap.
Yeah.
But
No idea.
but what I'm trying to say is, if this is their evidence,
Yeah.
why are they taking a screenshot?
Yeah. Well, and like I said, it said, let me see if I can read it one more time real quick. This photo was taken in my friend's garden back a few years ago. She thinks it looks like her dad. Now, that doesn't mean he took the picture. Somebody else took the picture, sent it to him, and he did a screenshot instead of just forwarding the actual picture. You know what I mean? Which makes
Exactly.
no sense at all.
Exactly. If somebody sent me the picture, I would use the actual photo, not a screenshot.
Yeah.
By any means, not a screenshot.
No.
So,
And then, this is what her dad was supposed to look like. Now, okay, your dad's looks like this. I don't know if I see her dad in that. Hair, maybe. And that's a big maybe.
well, the build, the stance,
Yeah.
they are similar. I could see where they would. I'm gonna take this off because I'm holding on here.
I'm not.
Because the stance of the person is kind of like the same stance in the photo.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if
I
you
agree.
notice, a lot of people that have photos taken by themselves, they usually have the same type of pose.
Yeah. Almost all the time.
Yes, almost all the
always.
time. That's
Yeah.
their signature pose. So,
Exactly.
does it look like that? Yeah.
I could see, like I said, I could see him in the face area, obviously.
Yeah, but
And
it's so blurred. I mean,
yeah.
could you say it was for sure? No.
No, not one bit. And quite frankly, if you look down here closer, you can see where it obscures the base of the fence back there a little bit.
It does. It
But this
does.
almost looks like another person down here. You know what I mean? You see where I'm
Or
talking
maybe his
about?
hand is in his pocket.
That could be too. But why it just something just doesn't add up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it looks a little weird, but I'm not going to discount this one. I'm not gonna throw this one away. Only due to the fact is it's so pixelated.
Yeah.
And
'Cause I mean, you
every
back up.
time you swipe, take a screenshot, whatever you're doing, every time this photo is transferred, it's losing pixels.
Oh yeah. Every time because it gets compressed, re-brought back up.
Right.
Anytime soon. So,
Right. So I'm not gonna discount it. I'm not gonna discount it, but I'm right there on the fence. What does everybody else think out there? Because I can't say that this is a fake.
okay. Michelle thinks it's real. Let's see. It's one of the flying monkeys. Moon's got it right. One of the flying monkeys. It could be that too. Let me
Could
look
be
real
one of
quick.
those.
Well, and because remember we were talking about this bit right here, okay? And I'm still leaving this on because I still believe this. It could be argued that the level of the manifestation could cause this as well because it's hard to see
Absolutely.
a real blur line as you go up.
Yeah.
And like I said, this side over here kind of throws me off because it just kind of stops right here, and then you go down, and if that's hand in or whatever the case might be, I don't know.
Okay. So back out, please.
Okay.
Back all the way out because Keith says the height looks off compared to the surroundings. Let's take a look.
Well, yeah, because it looks like it's up against that playhouse right there, or just a
Right.
little bit back of it, maybe a little bit, maybe a foot or two back of it, but
Right.
that would
But we
put
don't.
that person somewhere around 5'5".
Yeah, 5'5", 5'7", depending on how tall the fence is, which we don't know the height of the
No, but
top of the fence.
I know the height of
Um,
that playhouse right there because I have 5 daughters, and trust me, I put a lot of those together. And
but we also know the distance of a photo and where a person is standing can be
exactly,
deceiving it also.
sure can, very much so. So that's why I
But
was saying
I
if
mean,
he's
that
right
is
behind it,
yeah,
he'd be a little shorter. But if he's back more toward where those that looks like almost like a trampoline enclosure there, I'm assuming it's something else though. But if he's closer back there, then maybe he's getting to the 5'8" area. You know what I mean?
right, right. Now I know my dad was on the shorter side, which was it's kind of funny, but my dad's kind of on the shorter side. Um, when he passed away, I was actually taller than him, and
Yeah,
I'm only
shrunk,
five
didn't he?
seven. Yeah,
Yeah, he shrunk,
he
didn't he? Old man shrink. We know this.
he shrunk. Yeah, he was 5'7", and he shrunk. And
Yep.
I'm 5'7", so I got taller than him. It was kind of funny. Um,
Don't rub it
my
in.
mother's tall. But my mother's tall, so it's
There you go.
we kind of all leveled out. I was the shortest one of the group. But I think I'm not gonna throw it away. I can't say for sure. This is kind
Yeah,
of a weird one for me because, like I said,
it
if
is.
every time the picture is transferred, it loses pixelation.
Yep, sure does.
I mean, there's no clear
It loses some
sign.
sort of integrity, is what it does. It
Yeah,
loses some sort of integrity.
right.
And
And there's no clear sign that this was
like I said, I
inlaid
mean,
or
and
something on there.
you can see that face though in that picture. You can
Yes,
see it being that head. You know what I mean?
yes. And
And that's why,
look at the stance all together. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. There's a lot of similarities, but I'm not going to count it out.
But I'm no, I'm still saying tinfoil because just plain and simple fact. I mean, like Moon said, he sees shadow, not a blur, and I see more blur than anything, but it's not as bad as I thought it was when you first look at it, because that discoloration right there could be caused by anything under the sun.
Yep.
But see how the legs are now blocking out right through here, but it's kind of not really a translucent, but it's still blurring out and blocking some of the grass. See what I'm saying? So I can't go with it yet because it's just not.
Yeah,
It's
there's
too
like
much.
we're missing something. We're missing
Yeah,
something. We're missing the
yeah,
sign that says yes or no. Um,
exactly. I want to say one way, you're wanting to look at it another way, and same thing out in the chat. You see it there.
yeah,
It's a toss up. It's a toss
yeah,
up.
it's
It
a
really
toss
is.
up.
Yeah,
Well, there we are. I
there you
guess we're
go.
gonna just leave that there. But there are times that Randy and I run across these pictures.
Yep.
Sometimes we'll run across the original. Sometimes we'll
Yeah.
run across different information that will allow us to determine yes or no. Maybe we'll find it with this picture.
Yeah. And Moon says him and his dog. Keith points out, the ground behind the left leg looks black and white as well. And yeah, I could see that. So that's a little odd as well, which would lean
Mhm.
more again to if it's an overlay or slash a transparency that's been put onto it, or a drop in with digital aspects and stuff like that.
Right,
I could see that, but I
right.
could also see it with an apparition as well, causing it to look that way in a picture.
Yes,
So
yes. There are many pictures out there that the apparition, the full bodied apparition, is not perfect.
yep,
There's got like blurred lines.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, they're blurred, and sometimes they're just hard to distinguish what is part of the apparition and what is part of the room. You
exactly,
can't tell.
exactly. It's
So
tough sometimes.
I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave this one up in the air, Randy. I'm gonna leave it.
I'm just not dealing with this no more.
He's like, I'm not dealing with it. It's over.
Anyway,
Here, I'm gonna
yeah,
do this.
no, I'm not saying it's full. I'm leaving it on, but I can see both sides of the argument on it all the way
Yes,
around. So
yes. But like I said, you never know. We may run across something that will definitively tell us yes or no, and we've done that. Because,
yeah,
when we're doing the show, like I like to remind everybody, we are taking things as they are given to us. We're not taking other people's information or what they think. We're
yeah,
taking it as it's given to us. We're taking that particular picture, that part of the video, whatever it is, we're taking that part. We're not looking at everything else
yeah,
like some channels do.
yeah. No, well, I want to see what you're trying to tell me is there. Is that really what's there? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I want to look at it
Okay.
myself first before I get all the other information or opinions.
So yeah, I mean, Keith again. We don't know what the spiritual entities are capable of to start with. None of us do.
No,
So
There's
It
no
could
right
be
or wrong
some
answer
phasing in and
here.
phasing out. No, there's
There's
not.
no right or wrong answer. I mean, because things that Randy and I think are junk or could be 100% real.
We've turned around. I think it is junk from the get go. We both had hats on, and we've both taken them off after we look at it for a few minutes.
Yep. Yep.
So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
that being said, though,
Next.
this one's kind of interesting. I'm actually going to take my hat off on this one because
Okay.
I don't know on this one, and this doesn't have it doesn't. Well, the first one don't have red circle. Anyway, spine-chilling set of photos shared by a Reddit user has gone viral. Many believe that it reveals a ghostly figure lurking in the background. No date, no time, no nothing, but it looks like the bowels of a factory to me. So, as we're looking at it, this guy's in there now. The places I used to work, that right there, if I'm not mistaken, is the No2 monitor. So they're underground somewhere, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Okay. So I'll let you guys look at it a little bit. Don't look at the guy's face because, well, I did blur him because it's like, okay, you can only see one eye and hey, it looks like he's smirking at something. I don't know what.
And it looks like a very old picture. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't want to mess with it at all because I wanted to look at the picture itself real good. So I'll let y'all look for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we're
And
going to have to figure this one out because I'm looking at it right now and I'm trying to find because the picture looks like taken with an older camera.
Older camera, flash, everything. And where they're at, I'm trying because these appear pistons of some sort. I
Yeah,
don't
because
know.
you got to know that flash will create shadows.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's some sort of tunneling operations. What I'm thinking.
I don't.
Okay, you ready for me to start guiding you away into it a little bit?
Yeah, please, because I'm not seeing it. But then again, yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Still not seeing it. Not seeing it.
God, am I blind? Probably.
There's your red circle.
Oh, now I see it.
Yep. I'll go back to the first one.
I wasn't even looking at that. I'm looking at the other side of the picture. I'm like, where is that?
It's funny to me because I'll zoom in here so you just kind of look at it at the full speed after we zoom in.
That's why I
And you don't
couldn't see it.
Yeah. So I know this is film. You look at it, you don't see any pixels really. Okay. And we're zoomed in pretty good. You have to get all the way into here to start getting pixels.
Yeah, I'm
So
seeing that. I'm like, golly, how did they find that? There's a lot going on in the picture.
Mm-hmm. A lot of stuff that just drag your eye away from it if you aren't looking for it.
Wedge says, I think I need a red circle. You darn tootin', I couldn't find it either.
Yeah.
Because
So,
when it's all the way zoomed out,
yeah.
you cannot see that.
No, it just looks like a little flash or a little light ball or
Yeah,
whatever,
it just looks
something
something. It
reflecting
looks
or
like
something.
something there.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Now,
like, I don't see it.
Yeah, I would have never thought about it. But, then I go to they let me know where to go look for it.
It's that darn red circle.
Telling you.
Okay. So I'm going to have to say in this particular photo, the red circle was needed. It was needed.
Yeah. And I want to know who the one that sat there studied that daggum picture to find this.
I know. Like I said, the photo's very busy. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. And I'm like, what is happening?
There you go, Keith. It's swamp gas.
Swamp gas.
Well, Moon, I mean, someone's dirty hard hat hanging there. I would have kind of gone with originally, but you can see through this thing. And that looks like a light up here to me, some sort of light. So I'm not for sure that it's a quote unquote paranormal per se versus a trick of light.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm looking at it, and yeah, it's a little bit transparent,
yep.
but then some of it is absolutely not transparent.
No, it
Um,
looks like honestly the way the way it's facing, the way the what looks like eyes and stuff. It's like looking from behind that post, and there's nothing else behind that post other than that one little bit of head sticking out. I think it's a trick of light. I think it's due to these lights up here reflecting. I mean, I wasn't going to go full blown tinfoil on it because I think more or less it's more of a misidentification because you can see it, pareidolia type thing. You can see
yeah,
it do either
because
or.
I mean, you could say, "Hey, it looks like a head peeking out,"
Mm-hmm.
but can you say, "Yeah, that's a head peeking"? No.
No, not one bit, really. You can't say it for
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one alone because I can't. This one's so
Yeah.
difficult. It's difficult because there is a lot of stuff going on, and we know that a
Mm-hmm.
flash will create a lot of things in a photo that are not there.
Yep. And you know there was a flash going. You can see it
Right.
on the other
And
guy.
right. And it will illuminate stuff that you normally wouldn't see if you didn't have a flash.
My bloody Valentine. Oh, Keith, you're dating my helping me date myself by doing that one. I almost want to like I was like Harry Warden. Oh God, yeah. No, I ain't doing it.
I'm
But
just gonna go with, I mean, it looks like the Michael Myers mask. I mean,
kinda, I kind of saw that too. I was like, oh, could they be
I
playing
mean
games? But
that's
I really
uh,
honestly to go from this to find that right.
right. And then,
I
okay,
just
so you take
yeah,
somebody working in a mine or a factory situation, and
yep,
you hang a mask on the wall that looks like Michael Myers. Well, yeah, that's some of the humor,
yeah,
you know.
just to
I
screw with
mean,
somebody.
right, right.
So
But I'm not sold on this one, but I'm not gonna take away from it either. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
I
know.
don't
It
know
doesn't,
either.
like I said, it's not clear enough to say, hey, that's somebody's head. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I'm
it could be clearly pareidolia.
yeah, easily could be pareidolia,
Yeah.
easily. So that's the only reason I am not saying, "Oh, good catch" type thing because it's like, but I can't say full tenfold. I mean, like you made a convincing argument on the first one, but this
Yeah.
one, I was up from the get go saying, "Nah, I can't say one way or the other on this one because
Yeah.
it's in the wrong spot to be just thrown around." And Michelle's got another point. We don't know that these are lights. These could just
Mm-mm.
be reflecting that flash.
Yeah. We don't
So,
know.
but I still think that that is some sort of light play for the most part. And while I want to say pareidolia, I still can't say 100% pareidolia.
Right.
So,
Right. And considering he's wearing a hard hat with a lamp, I'm saying they are underground for sure.
yep.
Um, so it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell.
Okay. This is a little bit interesting. Okay. And I'm still not putting on my daggum hat on this one. But anyway, an eerie photo taken by a guy who that's left viewers unnerved. Captured on a game camera while out hunting with his daughter, the image reveals a strange, unexplained figure appearing to follow them. Let me get past. Let me get past him. Why they need to do a damn red circle on this one, I don't know. It was
Well,
not
I
me that
think
did
it's
this one.
because
Okay.
the apparition is so clear. I mean, according to them, they needed to tell you which one was not with them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
an arrow
Got
would
it.
have sufficed for me. You didn't have to circle the whole thing, just an arrow. Um, I want to say I saw a video. I saw this video.
Oh, did you?
There is a
I couldn't
video
find
of
any
this.
video. Is there?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll search for it
I
then.
I'm pretty sure there is a video out there.
Okay.
Um, and the video, I gosh, it's been a couple years. And the video
Okay.
is clearly showing that this figure is transparent as it's walking.
Okay. Much like what we saw with the Gettysburg video.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
it is solid for all apparition's sake, but it has still got that bit of transparency where you can see kind of
Okay.
through it. There, I want to say there's a video out there somewhere.
Okay. I'll do some research on it, see if I can find it then, because
Yeah.
just based off what I saw right here, this is staying on. Okay. Because that looks like pareidolia to me. You take that red
Yeah.
circle away, and
Yeah.
every bit of that can be explained by the background and any kind of leaves on the tree or anything like that.
Yeah.
Which there ain't a whole lot of leaves on the tree to start with, but
no. You know, and I wasn't sure, even when I saw the video, I wasn't sure about it anyway, because if I'm assuming
what
because this is infrared that all of the white is actually black in
or
daylight.
yeah, who knows? Honestly, who knows anymore? It depends on the reflectiveness of the actual material more than it
Yeah.
does the actual color. So
Yeah, because all of my stuff where I'm wearing black, because I wear black a lot.
yeah, shows up light, right?
Yeah, it'll show up light.
But what does your white show up as?
The white will show up just as a light color.
Yeah. So but
It'll be kind of grayish white. Yeah, but it's just
black is reflecting everything. Your black is
yes.
reflecting all the IR, so that means it's just going to show as white hot type thing, even though it's not really thermal, but still.
Yeah.
But this one, I mean, I could see where somebody would see it, but as far as this one photo right here, until I find that video, it's pareidolia to me, straight out.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't see. Well, I don't know. I don't know
Donny swears it's a ghost.
why they would be out there at nighttime.
Well, that early morning, I could see it. Early morning, they're out hunting and stuff. That
yeah, or coming in. Yeah, that's
coming
true.
in, one of the two.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes it's a hike. You'll hike a mile or two in.
Oh,
you know.
That's a light one. What are you talking about?
Right.
If I can't drive the truck up to it, then that means I'm in trouble. Okay. I'm done with my hiking days.
You know, and I've always wondered about this.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go with this. Only because, I mean, if you were looking at this picture, you can see that they're holding a weapon.
Yeah.
Or what looks to be a weapon.
Yep, she's got a deer rifle right there.
But this is my other problem. Why is the one in the middle holding the gun up?
Well, she's got it just hooked over her arm and stuff. I imagine he's got a sling on his, and we're just not seeing his other shoulder.
Okay, so hunter safety 101.
Well, if they're saying that thing's behind them, that's the way I used to carry my weapon. As long as there was nobody beside me, I'm good. But if that thing's supposedly behind him and she doesn't know about it, one of the two, she wouldn't think about it.
Yeah.
So,
but clearly the person behind him has it down. But the one in the middle is just holding it up like this.
You're talking about this right here? You're seeing this as a weapon right here?
That's what it's looking like, kind of.
Yeah, I see what you're saying with it. Possibility, yeah.
This is a possibility. Right.
If that's the case, then they circled the wrong person because it's obviously there.
Right. But see, that's what I'm saying. The person in the middle is hiking their gun up. I don't care who you're with. The gun should always be pointing down, regardless.
Yeah,
if you have to spin around, turn around, do whatever, the gun is pointing down.
That's dad needs to train her a little bit better. That's all. It's just
I'm just saying, don't swing around to talk to me and have that thing floating right at my face. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that could lead me to believe that they don't know that person's there.
Yeah. I don't think they do know it. I really don't think they know they're there. Like I said, she's just nonchalantly following behind dad going home or going to the the blind, whatever the case might be, if they're going out or they're coming home, one of the two.
Right.
But yeah, that.
Right. Well,
She
and the
just
other
nonchalantly
thing,
I hope she cleared the weapon before she carried it like that. But
right. And if you look, the clothing looks like flannel with no
theirs
vest.
or his.
The ghosty looking thing. There is no
Yeah, it looks
reflective
like it.
vest.
No,
Looks
there's
kind of like
nothing.
flannel.
I still think it looks like the ground behind them or the brush behind them.
You think so?
I think it's pareidolia. I really do, because I think this here is something on the tree limb right here that's making it look like a face, like a leaf or something, a dead leaf or something
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
I think that's it, and I think that's what's over here as well. And this one's probably back in here, only because what I'm seeing here. This could easily be brushed from behind. You know what I mean? Because you can see it right here in between her and him. And you see a little bit right through here. My only issue would be is if these branches that you see right here, are they disappearing into that thing, or are they up front and they stop? Are they actual broken branches, or are they going into the actual apparition? So, Keith, yeah, maybe wool. Wool would not reflect IR light very easily, as long as it was actual wool, not no, blend.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still going tinfoil on it.
Okay. I'm not, like I said,
until I see the video. That may change.
Right. I'm looking for it right now. I just don't know where I saw it at. And
I got the guy's name supposedly that turned it, that sent it in or whatever, and I'll search on him too. So
yeah, to see if you can't find, because it is on a game cam.
yeah, exactly. At least that's what they said. It was on a game cam, trail cam.
Yeah, I'll have to look and see if I can find it. Because you know how sometimes things disappear.
Yeah,
they do disappear because they've been debunked or whatever. So they'll leave this stuff out there, so you can't really see what's happening.
100%. So yeah. So, but like I said, once we find it, it may turn into that the car picture, with the boy that got killed in the car wreck.
Right.
It may turn into
I
that.
mean, we
where
could change
we
our
went from
tune once we find
in
the
a
rest of
heartbeat.
the evidence.
Won't take much either. Because I wanted, if I see a video and that's walking behind them, I'm going straight Gettysburg mode right then. Honestly, because it's one of those things like, okay, now I've got something I can play with here. Okay.
Right. But and if I find it on TikTok, then I'm gonna put my hat on for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm trying to get past another car wreck one here, because I swear this one, I'm not ever gonna put this one up here, because I downloaded the pictures thinking, yeah, we'll put them out there, and I'm like, I can't even see in the pictures where they're pointing to when they show the things they're showing. I'm like, you show the wreck, and then you show this little bitty picture of something that looks like a reflection in a mirror for the most part, really. And then you show a bigger picture of the wreck, and then you show that little bitty picture again, and then you show another picture. There's nowhere in any of the wreck pictures that shows me where you're pointing at. Nothing matches up. No, I'm not putting that crap out here. That being said, though.
Yeah, when they have to crop it that small, that's most likely pareidolia.
Yeah. And I think it's reflection. It looks like a mirror. Somebody's face is reflecting in a mirror. It really does. But this one, golly. This one, we all had imaginary friends as children. I didn't. I went and we got told go outside and get out of the way because we didn't want to be.
I had brothers.
They did not want us in the house. Yeah.
Yeah. I had all older brothers. So yeah, no, there was not that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I never had an imaginary. But what if some were real, quote unquote? The woman in this photo did not exist in the room when the picture was taken, yet somehow she appears.
Read that again for me, please.
Okay. I'm going to put it over my heart while I do this so I can cover. It says, we all had imaginary friends as children, but what if some were real? The woman in this picture, in this photo, didn't exist in the room when the picture was taken, yet somehow she appears. There's no date, there's no time, there's no name even associated with this. Until I see something different. Or until we see something else when we look at this.
Okay, so I see the child and I see what looks like a woman.
Yep.
And he's looking directly at her.
Yeah, like he's interacting with her.
Yes.
Okay. Keith asked for us to zoom in, so I'm going to zoom in. That's a spot bot. Anybody that doesn't know, that's a spot bot. That's a spot cleaner for your top carpet. So,
yeah. I don't know, guys.
Coolin is right. How can we tell it's a woman? I can't tell it's a woman, first of all. I can't tell it's anything, quite frankly, other than somebody else. Because my biggest issue with this one is when you go in, it looks like what might be her hand going behind the spot bot over here.
Yeah.
And you notice she pixelates the same way the boy pixelates too when you're climbing in or when you're zooming in.
Except when you get the top half of her body, her face is blurred and the hair's blurred. But yet the boy's head is not blurred.
Which makes me think she was moving when it happened.
Right.
Because if you look down here, you also got a hand right here. Looks to me like she's on her knees and she's put her hand there and she's messing with that spot bot while talking to him. Now, I cannot say one way or the other if it's real or not because they put out there that she was not there, quote unquote. I don't know of apparitions that want to mess with spot bots, but Donny, Donny's stuck on it. She's an ethereal. Now, here's another thought. Now, before we even get into the truth or anything about whether it's real or not, there was a thing earlier that Moon said that might ring true here too. Very well could be the blur, interdimensional blur between the two, where she's at
and that's
versus
possible.
where we're at. So
that happens a lot too. Yeah.
See, I'm gonna back out a little bit. Pillow. I don't know why the pillow's like that. I would assume the little boy was playing or something, and the pillows are on the floor.
Of course, that may be, the pillow they had to clean with the little.
Yeah, I mean, they may have been just cleaning on that. I mean, maybe she just finished cleaning the upholstery there,
Maybe. But you can definitely see that child is very interested in what what it's looking at.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why the person took the picture because they were noticing some odd behavior.
Me too, Ristel. I don't have any carpet no more, but I used to, and yeah, me too.
Gosh, I wish they'd clean houses because dang it, make my life easier.
Ain't no lie, 100%. But yeah,
right.
And honestly, Mickey, you're right. Maybe he spilled something, and Mom was showing him how to clean it up, showing him how to use the actual equipment. And he looks like he's old enough; he should be able to handle that.
Right. And this could be the point of somebody just saying, hey, she looks blurry. She looks like a ghost. We'll just throw that out there.
And once again, we're at that situation. This is thrown out on Facebook with no name associated with it, no dates, no times, which, it may not have even been their photo. They just found it somewhere and are saying, "Hey guys, look what I got."
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it.
Yeah,
The steam cleaner is the apparition.
yeah, that works. Yeah, that's exactly, Mike. That's exactly what that is. It's a steam cleaner, but it does those small spots.
Yeah.
I used to have one. I mean, I had one when we had carpet. You know, in the last 3 places we were at, I had an older dog, and trust me, sometimes she didn't make it outside a lot, and it really would make me mad. But you take that spot bot and put it over it, as long as you get there before it has a chance to do a whole lot of drying,
Yeah.
it's like it was never there.
Well, but I mean, if you're going on the claim of what they said that the woman is not supposed to be there,
Yeah.
my question would be, why is the kid at?
Interacting with them.
Yeah. Why would it be sitting right there?
Yeah. And
Why would he be sitting? Yeah.
And why would you, in writing it up, why would you immediately try to tell somebody that there's an imaginary friend there, that he's got an imaginary friend? Because look
Right.
back over here. There's looks like dogs in a kennel back over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, hence the spot bot. And now you're sitting there thinking, I don't know of a whole lot of kids that had pets, actual pets. I don't remember a whole lot of them that had imaginary friends. I didn't know of any.
You're right. I mean, normally if they had a pet, they didn't have like a whole
The
lot of room or
need.
the need.
Yeah, didn't have the need for it. So, yeah, no, I'm like, I don't I don't think I think this is, like you said, I think it's the mother, uh, or sister or babysitter, whatever the case might be. My question is, who is sitting there taking that picture too?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know. I'm not,
Michelle's right. That's a mini green machine. Sorry, she's right. That's not an actual spot bot. That's a mini green machine there. Basically the same thing, but still.
I'm
But
I'm not sold on this one.
no, no, not one bit. It's
No.
too easy to explain away, and we don't have the original poster, I don't imagine.
Yeah. I'm not sold on this one at all. Because there are too many explanations for it.
Yeah,
And we
100.
don't have all the information. And remember when I say that people like to spin their own narrative
Yeah,
to
all
make
the time.
you see what they're seeing. That's pareidolia at its finest.
Hmm.
But
And it's funny.
this right here is the same thing. It's just basically, even though we can see the figure there, they're spinning the narrative so we see what they see
Exactly. And
to make their
that was,
story believable. Yeah.
it's just astounding, because it happens all the time, because people will sit there and tell you a story and gear you to look at a photo a certain way just by the story they tell you.
Right.
And it happens all the time.
Right.
But got one last one before we finish this up. This one was the one I wanted to get to faster, but we did do a little bit longer on the shadow guy, or the blurry guy there a little bit. But
Yeah.
this one right here, I had to look at this one 2 or 3 times before I even got it, and I haven't even really delved into it 100% yet. This has a better write up though too. On the evening of October 30th, 2018, at 6:15 p.m., the gentleman was checking the estate's footpaths when he spotted a woman standing in the river. I'm not going to try and pronounce these because I believe these are in Eastern Europe somewhere, and it's the river Eastwith, which is spelled with a Y instead of EAST. It's YSTWYTH, near Donegal Bridge. Maybe it's Ireland. It might be Ireland, actually, now that I look at it. But anyway, at first he feared she might be in trouble and called out to reassure her, but almost immediately he sensed something wrong, as the figure didn't seem entirely human. To his disbelief, she began to fade away before his eyes. Slowly dissolving into the river itself and thinking fast, he managed to snap a photo moments before she disappeared completely. Judging from the ferns, yeah, I'm thinking maybe this is Ireland area. What do you think?
I think it's pareidolia.
You think it's pareidolia?
I do.
I can see that. Head back here, head over here.
Yeah.
What is this part right here then?
Trying to determine what that is. I mean, because the top, what looks to be a head, is a rock.
Yeah, I think it's a rock behind it too.
Yeah, and what seems to be like, if we're looking at the picture on the right side, that looks to be an arm. It's another rock.
Where at? Right here?
No,
Where at?
up top.
Over here?
No,
Here?
other side. Other side.
This one?
Other side. That side. Yeah, like that. Look, there's another rock there.
Yeah.
Um.
Now I didn't, like I said, I left that off for a reason because I looked at it 2 or 3 times because I want this to be real, but I still see a lot, like you said, a lot of inaccuracies. Here's the biggest one. Look right here.
Yeah.
You see how she and those stones right there are different from this one bit right here. I don't know how that happens.
Oh, I see it clearly now. There is a line that goes through it. There's a straight line.
Yeah. So why am I getting this into that rock right there? You know what I mean? I should be seeing this consistently. This is a patchwork, is what this is.
Yes.
This is, and they did good. You look at it back here like this. Oh, you're not thinking nothing about it. You see her. She is dead center, everything, right? But you start looking a little bit closer. I mean, like, and Michelle said it too. It looked like she was standing on top of the water. Well, and that would actually be realistic because they pasted her in there. I think that this part right here was the original photo, and this entire bit right here was enhanced and put in.
You can see a distinct line
Right here.
Yep.
Not even, and like I said, from back here, you're not even looking for it though. You're fixed on her.
Yeah, until I got in on it, and then it's like that big rock and that little splice. If you get in close, you'll see where the line is. There's a distinct line that goes all the way down it, and everything looks different on one side line to the other.
Yeah, look, it goes down through the water here. See?
Yeah, and even into the rock.
Yeah,
you can see the line.
Thing. It's the same thing back over this area. Where was that line I just saw? There's another one right here. See it? See that one right here?
I got it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you, Cool Hand. I was fooled too because I looked at this first time. I was like, I got to look at this closer, but I did not look at it that close until we started really digging into it. Because the more I came in, I never paid attention. I still didn't want to pay attention to this. I was paying attention to her.
Well, see, I thought we were dealing with a little bit of pareidolia, which we were. Yeah. I mean, which we were. But yeah, that line is dead straight down. You can look at it and go, oh, there it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I really wanted that one to be good, though. I really did want that one to be good.
Well, doesn't that just make you upset? Come on, people. There's enough evidence out there. If you don't need to fake the stuff.
No, you don't. Not one bit. That's the thing. Now, don't get me wrong. There's people out there that are putting out good evidence. You can see it every so often.
Oh, but yeah, absolutely.
A lot of them sit here and do this with it, though. They're doing this with it. Oh, you can't look at it. I'll show you another time. And we see that in the Bigfoot community all the time. Oh, I'll show you another one of these days. I'll show you. then you ain't got nothing. Let me tell you that right to your face. You ain't got nothing.
No.
So, yeah,
Absolutely not. And just to show you what I'm talking about now, one of my favorite shows on YouTube is the Foreman Brothers. That's paranormal. Well, it's actually Nightmare TV.
Okay.
And they are real investigators. They do residential investigations all the time to help people. They never charge. They're 100% real people.
Okay.
They never present evidence that is not real. And if they walk into a home and they're like, this is all a hoax, this is fake, or they don't find anything, they'll present that too. Okay. But Friday's episode kind of got me a lot because this thing was very intellectual. It was using all the electronic equipment spot on.
Yeah.
And where you couldn't deny. I mean, because they had two like say they would have an obelisk and they would have like a yes or no thing.
Yeah.
And when they'd ask questions and these things were going off simultaneously, validating each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would use something else and a different, a different like a SB7 or an SB11 or whatever they were using that night. And all these things were intertwining and moving. There was so much evidence. They even caught a shadow moving across the front room.
Wow. That's cool because then you got one piece of equipment and then you got validation equipment going with it, you know what I mean?
And that's exactly what was happening.
Yeah. So that's cool. Anytime that kind of stuff happens, it gets my blood pumping because I'm excited then. I'm like, okay, cool. We got something really going on now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the Foreman Brothers. It's Nightmare TV. And like I said, so they go in and they do all these things, but like I said, if they get evidence, they get evidence. If they don't, they'll tell you that too.
Yeah. Yep.
But the Friday night episode is the one that got me. Yeah, that Friday night episode got me. I was like, are you serious? Because some of them I'm like, oh, not another one.
Yeah.
Not another one. Because you have the same, I hate to say this, but it's the same type of person. It's demonic. It's a demon. It's evil. It's blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get this. But this one really got me. I'm like, okay. And every once in a while, one of their shows is like, man, that, and that's like a ghost investigator's dream. What was happening with them in one night. So I'm like, yeah, okay. And they just had like alarms going off, because they've done all their checks. They do that, they've gone over that several times about they check for their EMF levels and blah, blah, blah. And make sure they know where there's high stuff or low stuff or, things that are out of the ordinary just to debunk.
Yeah.
And this one got me. Yeah, this one got me a little.
And this was the one from last Friday.
Yeah, this is the one from Friday. Yes.
Okay, I'll check it out then.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I said, they're usually anywhere to 45 to 55 minutes long. And they release a new one every Friday night unless they're doing something, they don't. Now, this is the best thing. They don't do a whole lot of conferences. They don't do podcast appearances. They don't do any of that stuff. Their stuff is strictly paranormal.
Yeah, and that's cool. I love that.
So they're not out there trying to. Yeah, they're not out there trying to get their name, in every household. Basically what they're doing is they're just showing you what they go through when they do these investigations and they're magnificent. And then when they don't have any residential things, they'll go to some of these other locations and investigate them. Like they went to Ohio State Reformatory. They've done, they'll do stuff like that, which is absolutely fantastic. I really enjoy them. And they're three brothers and they all have different personalities. Like one is the no nonsense. He's the no nonsense guy. And then there's the other one that is very sensitive, and then there's the other one who's the techie guy. So you got three different personalities all working together. And that's what I love. That's what you need to make a good team though.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you got to. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't have a certain subject matter expert in a certain area, or like the tech, the hey, what do we want to do as far as? And I hate to say it, demonologist type thing or whatever, because I really hate
Yeah.
using that word.
Yeah.
But and I hate using the word psychic too. I mean, I like
Right.
sensitives that I can use like a dowsing rod. That's what
Yeah.
I use them for. If I get
Yeah.
somebody says, "Well, I'm talking to a Joe Blow so and so," no, you're not. Go away. Leave me alone.
How do you
Right?
know? How do you
How do
know?
you exactly? You don't know.
I
And
mean,
I've seen
Randy,
too many.
if I didn't
Yeah,
know you, you could stand in front of me and say you're John. I
yeah,
wouldn't
really.
know. How would
No,
I know?
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
There have been others. Don't get me wrong, and it's not to say anything bad at psychics. It's the fact that others have destroyed their reputation for them before they ever got started.
Yeah. I mean, there are very few, and I'm going to say I can count them probably like this,
Hmm.
about ones that I would trust to give me a reading
Yeah,
and be somewhat correct. Not
yeah.
any of them have been 100% correct.
No, none of them will be.
Yeah. So, but there are some that are really very, very close.
Yeah,
And I do trust them with everything I have. It's just kind of like if they have a bad feeling or stuff like that, I'm like, I take that. I'm
yeah.
like, okay.
But
But there
that's
but there are other
the
ones that
impact
are,
punch.
yeah,
Yeah.
there are other ones running around and they're just spitting out all this stuff, especially on the ghost investigations. They're just
Oh yeah.
spitting out all this stuff. I'm like, don't scare the other people.
Yeah.
They
Well,
they have no idea of what you're doing.
no.
So just
I've seen so
quiet.
many of them and act like they get possessed, and then they do their stuff talking. "Rah, rah, shit, they did this and they did that, and no,
It's
they
like kind of
didn't.
like the
Shut up.
Holzer files. The Holzer files. Um,
Yeah.
the woman that Mr. Holzer used had a
Hmm.
weird way of uh doing her thing. It sounded like she was like in a trance and almost like she
Yeah.
was under like, I don't know, like using a substance that maybe she shouldn't have been using,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
And I don't know if she was more channeling, but it didn't, I mean, she wasn't talking like she was channeling. It was just odd.
yeah.
Like
It was a
her
little
whole
weird.
demeanor changed when she went into that. And that might have been the thing then. But
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know.
You get people laughing at you if you do that now.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, I mean, and not to say that it can't be done. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's all one way or all another, but too many people have become charlatans and have tried to take people and grift them and all that other stuff. Whereas that makes a bad reputation and a bad omen for anybody that is legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like
So
I do have somebody that checks in on me and she'll be like, you been getting headaches lately? And I'm like, yes, I
yeah,
had super bad migraines. And she'll be like, you better
yeah,
back off that caffeine. You better back off that caffeine. She says,
she knows
because
what's going on.
yeah, she's like, I can see that in you. It just kind of hit me. And
Yeah,
it's like, I know you've been having headaches, so you gotta back off that caffeine. And yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah,
Because caffeine, you gotta do a fine dance with
yeah.
caffeine. It's like you can't
Oh,
have too little and you can't have a lot. So you gotta do a fine dance with caffeine. And and she's right. But like I said, there's a lot of them that I'm sitting there looking at them like,
yeah. I mean,
I mean, how are
why are
you
you talking to me?
getting, yeah, how are you getting that information, just grabbing it out of the air? I don't know. I don't know. But I also have a friend who works on cold cases and things
Yeah,
like that and helps them find stuff, if it's just looking at evidence or if it's looking at this or looking at that. I mean, at least they have something to go on. They know what to focus on.
yeah. 100%. I mean, because I I don't know. Sometimes it's one of those things that I tend to turn a deaf ear when somebody starts saying, "Well, I feel this and I feel that." Now there was this one lady, and I know we're going way over time what we normally do. But like I said,
That's
in Mineola, there was this one lady. We did the ghost tour when I took my daughters there, and we did the train station investigation.
Mm-hmm.
We did the ghost tour because when you go to places like that, you give back to the community that's there. If they're running a ghost tour
You're
that
right.
night of the
You're
town,
right.
you do the
feed the
ghost tour.
economy. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So we went on it with them, and we were having a blast. Don't get me wrong. We get done, we come back out, and she had told everybody that she doesn't do readings on people anymore. She just doesn't do it no more. But she stopped me at the end of it when my daughters there were getting into the car and stuff. She stops me and she goes, "Your spirit's guide wants you to open up." I'm like, "What?" First of all, I feel sorry for who my spirit guides are because they got stuck with the wrong guy. And now this is what my wife has been telling me for months, if not longer.
Yeah.
They want you to open up to them. They want you they want you to talk to them. I'm like, how? Well, we don't know that. You had to figure that out. Well, if you can't tell me how, I don't know how to do it either yet. But anyway, but she sits there and she says a certain thing to me that about something that was in my past, and even made my daughter look at me and go, "Oh," I'm like, "No, don't start with that. Don't start with that." But she was very accurate. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are some that are some, but they're in close proximity.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They're in close
Yeah.
proximity. I don't know. I mean, I've got what did we talk about the other night? The Miss Cleo effect.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, that call-in psychic hotline.
From the 80s and the 90s
Yeah,
or whenever
it's
it
kind
was.
of like, and then somebody said they called the Miss Cleo hotline and it wasn't Miss Cleo, and of course it's
No,
not going to be.
no, it never is.
It's people, and they've got this list that they read off of.
Yeah.
That's pretty general.
And God forbid, obviously, Miss Cleo is now gone. She had cancer. She passed away. There was a
Yeah.
whole big
She was a
documentary
great
done on that.
spokeswoman, though.
Oh, you ain't just kidding. She knew how to sell that stuff. And then
Yeah.
when they got her one time, I think when she dropped the Jamaican accent and was speaking that Southern Georgia accent.
Oh no. Oh no.
But that was like way after everything. She was the best professional wrestler in the world because she stayed in character all the time.
Yeah. Miss Cleo, let me
Miss
explain.
Cleo.
Miss Cleo was the 1-800 number psychic guru queen back in the
Yep.
1980s. She was the one that would do the infomercials late at night
Yep.
on TV and
She
would
started
make
them really.
people, to make people spend thousands of dollars on a phone call getting a psychic reading.
Yes, Keith Dionne Warwick was part of the Psychic Friends Network, but that was
Yes, she was.
that was a competitor of Miss Cleo. So
Yeah. But Dionne Warwick, I don't know.
yeah, who knows? Really?
There was the write-ups about her and stuff like that, but
Well, and she never said she was psychic.
No.
She was a spokeswoman, and
Yeah.
I don't know if she was financial support for it or what. I'm not for sure, but yeah, it
I don't
was
know.
interesting.
Yeah, I can't say whether she was trying to make $1 or she was for real on that. I don't know.
My family loves me.
I used to
What did
watch
they
her
do?
all the time on TV. That's all I got to say.
My family loves me. I got ice cream and a brownie.
Oh, you're so lucky. All right. Well, with that being said, we went over, but hey, it's Sunday.
I had fun. My
Yeah.
Cowboys weren't playing today, thank God.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
it's
no,
Sunday.
no.
Oh, Sylvia
Wedge.
Brown. Sylvia
Wedge woman.
Brown.
That's a
Oh my
whole show
gosh.
by herself. That is a whole show
That
by
lady
herself.
right there, I believe was 100% real.
You think she was real?
I think she was real.
I don't. I think she's 100% a fraud. I think she was a complete fraud.
Well, what about that? What is it? Teresa Menudo, or what's her name? The one with the big blonde hair.
Oh, the new the Long Island medium or whatever she is.
Yes.
Is that her? I don't know. She's all show. It's all about the show with her.
I think it is too. I think that she's lost her wayward,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do nothing next week but sit here and discuss mediums then. That's it. We're going to discuss mediums. because I
Well,
can't
it's a
really
great
do
discussion.
evidence
I
wise.
mean, because if you want a psychic reading, and hey, I believe in them. Trust me, I believe in them. I believe they've got a lot of insight for you. But who do you trust? How do you know who to trust? I
You
mean,
don't. That's the problem.
when picking one, who do you pick? We need to get a psychic on the show.
Mickey. Come
We
on
need
now,
to get
Mickey said her hair is bigger than her cat.
right. We need a show that where we can talk about that. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you know who to pick?
Yeah, that's
What's
just
a
it.
real one? Which is off for show? You know what one do you
And we
pick?
got friends. We have friends that are self-professed, quote
Yeah,
unquote psychic.
yeah,
Whether or not we believe them or not, we let them do their thing. So,
yeah. I mean,
but
it's a good topic. It's a damn good topic.
I think so. I think we need to experiment it, because I don't know if we do a full show weekly on it type thing, or we need to put it as a
A
paranormal,
special.
yeah, or a special. Hey, this Tuesday night, Rob
Well,
isn't
yeah,
here, but guess what? Or this
I
Friday
mean,
night, the girls aren't here. Here comes this.
right. Well, there was actually back when I first started the podcast, I was introduced to Christopher Michael on a show. I had never met this man before or spoke of him or spoke to him.
Christopher
And
Michael, is he from out in Los Angeles area?
no,
Psychic,
no.
different guy. Okay,
Yeah. He's in the north. We're just gonna leave it at that. Um anyway, but he started talking about things, talking to people in our chat and stuff like that. But then he started getting specifics, and it was about me,
oh wow,
things that had happened to me. But he was actually things were coming to him for me, and I'm like, I'm not here for that reading.
no,
I
but they were making sure you were.
yeah, and I mean, I just started crying and bawling on the podcast, and I'm like, mm, and that's things that he did not know about me. I had never mentioned that stuff at all.
Yeah, I see.
So
Like
it was,
Cool Hand
yeah.
says
So
there,
his
he
name
thinks
is
Daniel.
Michael Christopher, and I love him because I call him the no
Oh,
bullshit psychic.
it's Michael Christopher. Okay, I thought you said Christopher Michael.
Oh, Michael Christopher. I'm sorry, Michael Christopher.
Okay,
He's got two
'cause
first names.
there
And
was a Christopher that used to do stuff out. I want to say it was Southern California. He was a psychic. Was on several shows. The kind of
oh no.
blonde built kind of guy. He even actually channeled John Wayne on John Wayne's boat one
No,
time.
no. This is Michael Christopher.
Okay.
And like he's not real big. He does shows every once in a while on Facebook. He has another psychic with him, but like I said, I call him the no bullshit psychic. He doesn't
Cool.
sugarcoat it. He's like right
Okay.
down to what he sees, what he feels, what the message is for you. And it's not a buildup, to make you feel better or anything. It's like, this is what it is, and then he'll talk about, well, how do you feel about it? And blah, blah, blah. And that after
Yep.
he gives you everything you need. So, I mean, I like that.
Yeah. I mean,
I like the no bull. You know what I mean?
yeah. Give it straight. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't
Yeah.
try and hem-haw around it. If you got it, you tell me what you got.
Right.
Guess what? I wear big boy pants. I can handle it.
Yeah. But it's Michael Christopher. You guys should check him out. He's on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
It's a no BS, and I like it.
Cool.
And I mean, I don't know how he does on his other stuff. All I know is what he did for me without meaning for me. It just, he tells you whatever comes through. He cannot just pick out whatever he wants to hear or say. This is just what he's getting. And to whoever it resonates with is whoever it resonates with. So, yeah. And it caught me by absolute surprise. But I have other friends too that do all kinds of medium work. And it's just weird.
Yeah, agreed. A lot of it's weird, actually.
Yeah, a lot of it's weird, and it's kind of like you shouldn't know those things.
Mm-mm.
And you
I've never
couldn't.
met you.
And you couldn't guess it by just having a conversation like, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah,
And they're like,
and
"Hey, have you had headaches lately?"
yeah, that's stuff you can't. That a quote unquote fake one, because the readers and stuff, they'll have somebody behind them going out on the internet digging everything up on you, right?
Right.
Well, a lot of stuff
Yeah.
they can't dig up on the internet. Okay.
No, it's just kind of like, "You having headaches lately?" Yeah. Lay off the caffeine. Okay.
Okay. Well, Mickey, you got to tell me about this Jilly person. I don't know who that is. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to, yeah. But see, we're gonna see each other in just a couple weeks
there
at
you
the
go.
Crossing Realms conference. You can tell us all about it. It's gonna be fantastic. We're all going the Island of Misfit Toys. Believe it or not, it is not a joyous time for us just to hang out and talk with everybody. We're going to try, but we're going to be working during this event also. But we're going to
Yeah.
try and mingle when we can with everybody. Well, of course, Thursday night's going to be a great time to do that. Friday night's going to
Yep.
be a great time to do that. Saturday, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So make sure you show up
Yeah.
on, Thursday with your tickets, and we're going to have a great time.
Sounds good. With that said, bye.
Bye.
Bye. If I can hit the